Can I have those gloves?
In a minute.
No meat's touching the table.
Alright everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to break down some deer that Tristan harvested yesterday. It was about a 110 pound doe, real nice, good kill. We're going to break down some of these primal cuts that we have. We already took the rear quarters and took the bone out of them, but we still have our front shoulders that we're going to debone, and that's going to be sausage meat. Tristan has a back strap in front of him. We're going to turn those into steaks. And then some of it we're going to turn into jerky, and we're going to actually show you how we make our jerky. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. If you follow us on Instagram, you would have seen the deer that he harvested yesterday. So it was a nice deer. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to glove up and get to work.
No glove, no love.
No glove, no love. But yeah, so this is the fourth deer we harvested this year so far? That we harvested? No, second for ourselves. Mm-hmm. And then fourth all together. In our other videos we mentioned that we live in a wildlife management area. So we have a bunch of critters and everything around. And soon we'll have our own animals on our farm. So we're going to go ahead, I guess we'll start off with the back straps. Clear off the silver skin. We're going to make little, almost filet mignon style steaks. We're not going to make them diamonds or anything like that, so, or butterflies. So for here, we're just going to make a little incision under the silver skin and try to pull it up. It would not be very good to eat. It's very chewy. So just do your best to clean it. Sharp knife helps. And then you're just going to pull it off. Just like that. So all that stuff. If you ate it, it would just be, you'd be there all day. Like chewing old bubble gum.
Bam.
Bam. Are you Emerald?
I thought he was dead.
I don't think so. I think Emerald Lagasse is still alive. We went ahead, or Tristan went ahead and washed all the meat. When he harvested, we cleaned it, all that good stuff. If you want to see a video of that, just let us know in the comment section. Maybe we'll show it. I don't know how if people want to see that, like breaking down a deer or not. But yeah, just leave that in the comment section if you do. And next time we harvest one, we'll do a video of it. It was also really cold last night. It was not fun at all.
At least I didn't kill one the day before yesterday.
Yeah, that would have been even cooler. Mm-hmm. So you're going to lose a little bit of meat when you're doing this, but it's insignificant. And this is cheaper than going to like a grocery store. How much does a bullet cost? $1, some change. It's not going to be perfect because you want to have as much usable meat as possible. You don't want the animal that you harvested to go to waste. So yeah, guys, we have all this. Tristan, when he gets done with that one, he's going to take this quarter and break it down off the bone, just like I'm about to do. You're not going to get that much meat off of the front shoulder, but you'll get some.
I think all that's sausage.
Yeah. So our front quarter is going to be sausage. What do we use? Pork
picnics.
Pork picnics. Pork picnics is the pork fat that we use.
Probably turn this in the jerky.
Yeah. So this would be sausage as well. So that's not done, but I'm just going to go ahead and start breaking this down a little bit more. So we can just put it in a container for easier use. We don't have any pork picnics right now, so we're not going to make sausage today. Smells good. So literally, you just take everything off the bone. Oh, got a sticky boy. Bing, bing. All right, guys. Well, I got the meat slicer set up. I'm gonna go ahead and slice some little strips out so we can marinate them and put them in our dehydrator. And yeah, we're gonna get to it. So that's what we're gonna do. Go ahead, turn it on. I have it set on a 2.5. So then we got little strips just like that. Tristan's just hand slicing the jerky pieces now. So that's our jerky bowl. As you can see, this is our scraps. So a lot of the animal didn't go to waste. Those are going to be steaks, and that's going to be sausage in the back. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 roasts, and then this right here is going to turn into jerky. All right, guys. Well, now I'm going to start making the marinade for our jerky. I'm going to go ahead and put all the dry ingredients first, and then I'll add a little bit of the wet ingredients to solidify or emulsify them. So let's see what we're going to start off with. We're going to go with some garlic powder, just Walmart garlic powder. It's quite a bit of meat, so you're going to lose a lot of it. A lot of the seasoning in the bottom. A little ground mustard. Yep. And with cooking, the thing about cooking that I like so much is it doesn't really have to be specific, really. I do everything by flavor. But whereas, like, if you're baking, baking is a science. So, crushed red pepper flake. So if you want your baking to come out right, you gotta follow each step. It's Grill Master's Backyard Brick Oven. It has a little smoke in it because we don't have any liquid smoke and we don't have our smoke room built yet. So I'm gonna add some of this and I'll give it a little smoky hint. All right, next I'm going to go ahead and add a little thing that a lot of people are going to be sketched out about, but I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of MSG. It's just a food flavoring salt. So I'm going to add that. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a very generous amount of coarse ground black pepper. I'm going to go ahead and add regular salt. A lot. As in, if there's no rice in here, I'm just going to pour it in there. Amount of salt. So let's see, that's what we're looking like right now. We'll give it a little tiny whisk. It's not a real whisk. It's a... Have a spoon. Oh, that's really good. That was really good. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do, some Dollar General light brown sugar. Dollar General. I'm going to fold that in. Give it another taste. If I can get a good amount. Oh yeah, that's really good. Well, I'm going to add a little bit more red pepper flake. And a little bit more black pepper. I really want the black pepper to adhere to the venison. So that's what we're looking like with our dry ingredients. Give it another taste. That was really good. Okay, so little A1 has vinegar in it, some other stuff, so should help a little. And then some Worcestershire. And then normally I'd put soy sauce in it, but we don't have any, so I'm not going to put it in there. Give this a nice little once over. Take your spoon. That's really good. I'm going to do about a cup and a half of water. Mix it all up. Get a little bit more garlic powder. Got a pepper in my mouth, in my throat. I'm dying. A bit more black pepper. A little bit more salt. One more taste. I think that's pretty good. So, I'm going to take our meat, thinly sliced, and then I'm going to just go ahead and cover this with our marinade. Just like this. Take the back of my spoon. Make sure I get all that goodness from the bottom. And there we go. I'm going to cover this with cellophane and then leave it in our refrigerator for at least 24 hours. So in the next video that you see, this will be done marinated and we'll go ahead and load it up in our dehydrator. Alright everyone, so Tristan's preparing some actual cellophane for these roasts that he's about to prepare for the freezer. So he's laying down a bed of cellophane And you're gonna wrap the meat in cellophane. This meat still has this little skin on it, right? You'll want to clear the skin off if you're gonna prepare your meat as a gift for someone. Like if you're gonna share your game with someone, you'd want to take it off. But since this is for us and we know it has it on it, this will give it a longer shelf life for us. And when we go to prepare it, we'll finish cleaning it. There won't be any extra gaminess or anything like that. So you went ahead, wrap it in cellophane, real tight, get all the air out. So we have this nice little meat log. You're gonna do one more layer of it, and this method will make your game or any meat that you harvest shelf stable for a longer period of time, like in your freezer. So this method you can get probably 2 years out of if you put it in your freezer and like forgot about it. But if you're an avid hunter, you're gonna eat your meat because you want to get more. So doing this, and then he's gonna take our freezer paper, and then he's gonna wrap that in freezer paper, put a date on it, say what it is, and then it's good for the freezer. So that's what he's about to do. I have our deer jerky marinating right now. I went ahead, took the cellophane, I put it on top of the jerky itself, on top of the marinade, as close to the surface of the jerky and marinade as possible to get the air out. And then I just tuck the edges in because I don't want a big air pocket in between it. That way it'll marinate quicker and more evenly, and it'll just be an all-around better product. And now he's ripping the freezer paper. He's going to cut it with a knife because this freezer paper for some reason doesn't have a cutter.
It does, just not a very...
And my knife needs to be sharpened. So now you're just going to bundle it up like a little meat present. Tape it off with freezer tape and put the date and what it is on it. Should be good to go. And then for our steaks, we'll do the same thing. We're going to put them down on cellophane, in butcher paper or freezer paper, and then put what they are on it and put them in our freezer. The sausage meat we'll do the same thing too, and then when we want to make sausage, we just pull it out. When you're grinding your meat, you want it to start forming little crystals on the exterior of it, so it stays cold when you're grinding it. So it's a good idea to freeze it, or at least freeze it a little bit beforehand, before you run it through your grinder. Because with all the friction, so the shaft spins like this, pushes your meat into the die, the grinding die, which are little holes in a stainless steel disc essentially. So it pushes it, and that's how it grinds it. So 2 things when you're grinding meat: you want your meat to have little crystals on it, forming ice, and then you also want all your components for your grinder frozen. So you want your housing for your grinder frozen, like the little arm, and then you want all your internals, like your little shaft and your die plates, your grinding plates, frozen. You want to put them in your freezer. Ours are always in our freezer just in case we want to grind our own hamburger or sausage or anything like that. So that's what we do. But he's just going to finish up this roast and then move on to the steaks, and then yeah, this little deer will feed us for, I don't know. The beef jerky won't, or the deer jerky won't last very long. The steaks we'll probably eat in 2 meals, and these little roasts will probably break down into 2 steaks each, and we'll eat those. So we'll say maybe 5 meals, 6 meals from a 110-pound dough. So it's not too bad. 6 meals for 2 people for $1.80 plus time. I don't know how much those cartridges were.
Probably less than that.
So less than $1.80. But then you have to think about your cost of money to time, how long it took us to do this. It's 3:56 right now, so it took us almost an hour. And I mean, a lot of other people are probably quicker. Like butchers would be much quicker at this than we are. A lot more avid hunters would be quicker at this than we are. So it's just with like everything, it just takes time getting quicker and better at it, and it just offsets your costs. But for $1, we'll say $1 a cartridge. One round, $1. That's a pretty good cost. Whereas, like, if you went to, I don't know if butcher shops around here sell venison. Anyway,
One up in Wiggins does.
okay, so the one closer to us does sell venison. So if you go to like a butcher place and they sell it, it's going to be a lot more than $1. Maybe, I don't know how much a pound venison runs.
Depends on what you get.
Yeah. So. Plus they have their markup with their cuts and everything, so it's definitely a good way to live. Now, just to sustain yourself on game meat, you need to hunt very often. So we have this little roast. It's dated 123.20. Deer roast 123.20. Deer roast 123.20. And like I said, this would be one meal for him and I. This would be one meal for him and I. This would be one. So 6 meals right here. And then this is snack. Grab it when you're going out to the field. Grab it when you go hunting. Whatever. Watching TV. Whatever. Watching our YouTube channels. Or our YouTube channel. Watching our YouTube videos. Totally get some jerky. Sit down and watch us. Watch us act a fool. I'm getting better, guys. I will say that. But just give us some time. So he has what? 3, 6, 9, 12 steaks right there. If I count them right. 2, 3.
How many do you think we should put in there?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Well, we'll do 3.
3 bundle. So then we'll have 4. So he's categorizing them in size so that they'll freeze more evenly, and then we can justify like, oh yeah, this pack is too small, so we need to get another pack, or this pack is too big, so that'll be just enough. So that's what he's doing. So we'll have 4 sets of, so that amount of venison right there is probably enough for one person, or enough for one of us maybe. Like if we were just to eat 1 pack of this, we'd still be hungry. So we'd probably eat 2 of these packs in one sitting. But yeah, we were actually discussing our cows today and our chickens today, so that's happening very soon. Alright guys, well this is our yield so far. So all this is jerky. Currently it's probably about 8 pounds, 9 pounds. A lot of it is just the marinade. It's gonna reduce when we dehydrate it. This is gonna be sausage, and that's a good 10 pounds right there. So it'll be 50-50 probably. So 50% this and then 50% pork. And then this is our steaks and our roasts. Ultimately, these 3 roasts are going to turn into steaks as well. But these are backstrap medallion steaks. So, and that's our waste. So, not very much at all. Animal didn't suffer or anything like that. We actually kept its hide, like I said earlier, and its head. So we'll be tanning it. Just drop a comment down below if you want to see us do that. Alright, well, thank you all so much. I hope you all enjoyed the video. It's a little different than what we've been doing recently. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe.